Hey there guys, yo and hello, Moonlight Butterfly Miku back again with another Degrassi discussion. I haven't done one in a while because I've been busy doing so many other things, so I apologize for that. But we're on to one of my favorite Degrassi topics. Favorite Degrassi couples throughout the entire seasons of Degrassi from, well, the next generation from 1 all the way up to, well, I guess I'm not counting the new class honestly because I haven't watched the new class. I've only watched up to what was it, season 14 and the ending there. But when new class came, I really haven't gotten a chance to check it out, so I don't know any of the newer couples. I'm only going to be discussing the couples that I like from the beginning up to what I've seen. And for me it's no specific order. It's just the couples that I found that, were my favorite in my opinion. Again, let me just stress this. This is my opinion. You don't have to like the couples I like. You may have a totally different perspective on the couple. You can leave all that down below. This is this discussion, so just leave it down below. Tell me which couple you liked, or things like that. So let's get started. I don't want the video to be too long, but okay. For my first couple, I'm gonna name, of course, Sean and Emma. Sean and Emma. Where do I even begin with those two? They were so cute, it's not even damn funny. Like, I remember when I first saw it and Sean was introduced, I was like, he looks like a cool dude, kind of mysterious, kind of quiet. And Emma, for some reason, she was attracted to that. She was like, oh, he's cute. And then, from then on, the history and, the rest was history, pretty much, with those two. They've been on and off, on and off. But to be honest, I felt bad when Sean had to, he went to the army or whatever, and Emma, they pretty much just, I guess, broke up, because he was away and Emma had to move on. And I was just like, why? Why were they not endgame? They should have been married, man. We could have saw some mini Emmas and Sean's running around. What the hell? It never ends like you want it to. I guess, the plot twisted the whole thing, It's just, they were, my favorite. One of my favorite moments, even though it's kind of, embarrassing in a way, but one of my favorite funny moments with those two is when Emma's at the pharmacy and Mr. Simpson was there and she was getting, birth control and condoms and whatnot for when her and Sean was having sex. And Mr. Simpson was, saying to Emma, are you sick? And she's like, it was just so awkward. And she just hold it up. She's like, Snake! And then he's like, oh, God, okay. It's too many funny moments with them. I also like the one where a little earlier, that was when they were younger, when Sean turned to drinking for a little bit. He had a bit of a drinking spell and he got mad drunk that night, and it was at Jimmy's party and he broke the glass, and then they went outside and then Spike picked them up, and then the next day they had that talk in the hallway, and it was just so cute. I mean, it was adorable. Sean and Emma, seriously, they should have been in a game. But yeah, they're my number one, from the OG favorite couple. So moving along, let's see. The next couple I have to discuss is Liberty and JT. Oh my God. That is a tragic love story, let me tell you. Now, Liberty and JT were pretty much, I guess you could say oil and water in the beginning, because JT didn't have any feelings for Liberty. It was a one-sided, that's what I meant to say. It was an unrequited love. Liberty had a huge crush on JT. It was so obvious, but JT did not feel the same until a little later on when they got older and more mature. He realized, hey, I do have feelings for her, so let's try to make this work. Okay, they did. And when they got together, I was like, yay, finally. Especially that first kiss in detention. That was the cutest thing I've ever seen. I was like, oh my God, yay. But then things took a turn when they decided to smash and Liberty got pregnant. And JT didn't know how to control or handle the situation. You know where I'm going with this. Then Liberty ended up having the baby. They had to give the poor baby up for adoption, which kind of hurt my heart when I saw that, because I was like, oh my God, why? And then we all know what happened after that. JT was tragically killed, and I bawled when that happened, because Liberty, at first I guess maybe she was denying it. She didn't want to believe that JT was gone. But when she broke down at at his memorial. Oh my god, I was crying literally. And I usually do not cry for sitcoms or movies. I'm not one of those, like, people that do that. But when I saw that and she was bawling when they were showing this, like, yo, don't get me started. But they were so cute. They're seriously one of my favorite couples. After Sean and Emma, it would be them. So there you go. Let's see, next couple, I have to say Paige and Spinner. Yes, Paige and Spinner. Where do I even start with that? I mean, Paige and Spinner, like, in the beginning, like, I guess they were trying to figure out were they friends or were they just friends or more. But when they found out they were more than friends, they had a pretty good run. I liked their little, relationship that they had, especially when Spinner got his car and, everything like that. Spinner didn't always have his best moments with Paige, especially with the whole Manny situation. That's a whole nother discussion with the whole Manny thing, because Manny seemed to pop up in a lot of relationships, if you haven't noticed that. She seemed to always have the side chick status. But anyway, back to Paige and Spinner. Let's see. The only thing I didn't really like with Paige and Spinner is that that time where Paige crashed Spinner's car. Well, we all know that storyline. She crashed his car into the guy who raped her, Dean, and she struggled to pay him back after that for the repairs of the car. He started treating her like a dog. Like, it wasn't right. And then for some reason he got into a fight with Craig over Manny. Again, Manny. Fucking Manny. She keeps popping up. What the hell, Manny? But yeah, and Paige got really insulted by that, and that's when they broke up. But then they got back together a little later on when they actually had sex. That was like a little later in the season when Spinner started dating Darcy, and that was like, I was like, no, Darcy, go the fuck away. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really didn't like Darcy all that much. So Paige and Spinner will always be my favorite, couple with them too, because they were just really cute. They had this cute, adorable relationship, It was really adorable. Let's see, going back to OGs, meaning way back in the earlier seasons, let's see. I guess you could say Jimmy and Ashley. I did like Jimmy and Ashley together, but the thing is, like, Jimmy and Ashley, they had an iconic relationship because in the beginning of the series, they were the longest running couple who they dated for like 8 months. So they were considered the most popular couple in school. Ashley was popular. Jimmy was popular as a sports guy. Ashley was popular in her academics and being president and all that. And they had a really good relationship, except like a couple of things came in between that, And they ended up, even after Jimmy unfortunately got shot and he had to be confined to the wheelchair, Ashley went to London. She did all this other stuff. She dated Craig. A lot of these relationships, if you haven't noticed, intertwine with each other. That's high school for you. Like, this person went out with this person, then they went out with this person, and then, that kind of thing. So, like, with Jimmy and Ashley, they got reunited, and they started dating again as they got older, but I guess they saw that they just weren't, they didn't have it anymore, unfortunately. Like, I guess they got older and they realized, hey, we really don't have it no more. I think we should just be friends, especially since he started liking that other girl, Trina, or whatever her name is, that he ended up with. And Ashley started acting like a controlling B. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. She did. So that's why they ended. But they also will be one of my favorite original couples. So let's see. Moving on. Let's see. Who else did I love? I mean, the pictures are helping, but I have to think of it from head. I don't know if a lot of people really like this ship. Now we're going into a little bit of the newer ones because, like I said, I'm all over the place. It's hard to keep up because there were so many couples and relationships in the show. I also loved Allie and Johnny. Surprisingly, now I'm going to get a lot of disagreements with this one, but I liked Allie and Johnny together in the beginning. They were cute, even though Johnny was like, oh, I'm older than you, that whole age thing, but they were still kind of cute. They had an adorable charm about them, and Johnny did like Allie a lot. He did, but it was the age thing that kept it, going, so that was that. Marco and Dylan, of course. Marco and Dylan, one of the first they were the first gay couples on the show. Yeah, and they were adorable because they're both fine as hell. Oh my god! But God, I love Marco and Dylan. They were so cute. They went through their ups and downs too, but unfortunately they did break up. But hey, most of the couples in the show did break up. Unfortunately, it seems like the writers didn't want to make some of them endgame when we wanted them to be. Like, for example, Sean and Emma. They should have been endgame, but guess who she ends up marrying? Someone we least expect. Now, that was the hugest plot twist I have ever heard. She ended up marrying Spinner. I'm like, what the actual fuck? I'm like, no, this is not how it's supposed to be. Come on. Why? Oh my gosh. It was a whole, clusterfuck of shit there. I also like going along with the gay couples. I also liked Imogen and Fiona. They were so cute. They were adorable. Imogen's all perky and Fiona's all sassy, and they had a cute dynamic. I liked it a lot. But unfortunately, like I said, Fiona had to go to college or whatever, and Imogen was held back at Degrassi, so they discontinued. They broke up their relationship, and that was it. And of course, how can I talk about couples when I can't talk about one of the most iconic couples in the show? My personal all-time favorite couple, Claire and Eli. Oh my God. Talk about a true love story right there. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like love at first sight for them. And those two, I can safely say, honestly, that they had the longest running relationship. And not only that, they had the most bumps in their relationship. I can't count how many times Claire and Eli had broken up but then gotten back together. It's crazy. But I really love those two together, especially in the beginning, because Claire, of course, she's the, reserved, sweet, Christian girl, and then Eli comes and he's this punk, goth, sexy ass dude who drives a hearse. Now, that first scene when he first came in, I will never forget that, because I remember I was sitting there in my room watching it. I said, who is that? I was like, ooh, is he new? I was like, I like him. He came out that car, he ran over Claire's glasses, and he's like, I think they're dead. I was like, ooh, damn, he's fucking hot. And then that next line after that, when he was looking at her eyes, and he's just like, you have pretty eyes. I'm like, oh my fucking goodness. I was like, I melted. I was like, you think he would have said that to me? I was melted so hard. I was like, ew, I could tell these two were going to be, cute together. And yet they were. They developed a lot. Eli got more mature, and so did Claire. They did have a couple of bumps in the road. With cancer, Claire getting cancer, Eli going to college, and it was kind of like a long distance thing for a while. And he did cheat on her, I guess you can say, with one of his roommates, and Claire retaliated by having sex with Drew. You know the whole storyline. If you've seen Degrassi, you know it. I don't really have to explain it, but they are pretty much my favorite couple of all time. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Claire and Eli, forever. That's all I gotta say. I like to imagine that after, that ended, I like to imagine that they kept their relationship going. Eventually, Eli proposed to Claire, and they ended up having a little family of their own. That's what I like to think. In New York, that's what I think. I like to think. I like to kind of provide my own endings for the couples if they haven't, provided one already. But anyway, guys, that's about it for now. I can't really name every single couple, like I said, because it's way too many. So those are just some of my favorite couples. How about you? What were some of your favorite Degrassi shippings and couples? Leave it down in the comments below. Let's have a discussion, guys, my fellow Degrassi fans. It's greatly appreciated. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this vid. Sorry if I couldn't name, like I said, every single couple, because there was way too many. But any of your favorites, even if anyone else wouldn't agree with you, just leave it down in the comments below. I just want to know, who is your favorite couple in the show? It could be from the OG to the new. It doesn't matter. Just leave it down in the comments below. And I was happy to discuss this with you guys. It was fun. I'll be doing some more later on soon. I mean, not today, but a little later, because I'm a really busybody, so I have a lot of things to do. So I hope you tune in, and thanks for watching this video. Appreciate it. So guys, I'll see you guys in the next vid. Till then, this is Moonlight Butterfly Miku saying bye, guys.